Hello, Julie here, and today I'm going to create another page in my current journal. I'm creating this journal for Paper Inspirations. I'm on their design team and they've sent me a beautiful kit, and in that kit was Uniquely Creative's Juniper and Sage paper range. I love this paper and I'm making a little journal using it. Okay, so I'm going to create something for here, and I'm going to put a side pocket on there, and on the first page I've got a pocket with some tags in it. Second pocket is second page is another pocket, journaling page. Then we've got the CD pocket with the journaling pad, so there's a little booklet in there to journal on. And then we've got another journaling page there. So now we're into our middle, and I'm going to put, as I said, a pocket down the side there. Now I did think of using that, but I think I'd like it a bit wider. This is what, 2 inches. Would that be wide enough? No. I'm going to use this paper, and I'm going to go for about 2.5 inches. I mean, it's only half an inch, but I think that half an inch makes a lot of difference. So let's put that out of the way for the moment and start on this. Now, I think that this is full A4 length. Oh no, it's 8 inches. So I want a strip that's 2.5 by 8. I'm going to cut this off at 8 to start with. And I'm going to cut this at 2.5. Okay, that might be all I need my trimmer for, but I'm going to use my corner rounder, and I'm going to use I'll use the 10mm and see how that goes, and I'm only going to do that on one edge. So which edge do I want out? I think I'll have it like that. So I'm going to corner round this edge. Am I? Because if I'm going to put that on there, it's probably better to have it square, isn't it? Yes, I think it is. So no corner rounding. So I'm going to ink around the edge of this. So I've got my vintage photo, and then I'm going to take it to my sewing machine, and I'm going to stitch it onto there. I could stitch around the panel and then glue it on, but well, I figured if I'm going to be stitching, I might as well stitch it into place. So that's what I'll do. I'll go and do that, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I've stitched that on. I had already stitched around the page, but still looks alright. I didn't stitch along there. 2 reasons. Well, 1 reason really. I forgot to. But I was planning on putting some lace along that edge anyway. So, yeah, that got me out of that bit. So I'm going to stick that down there, and in all honesty I probably would have been better off if I had stitched the lace into place, but too late now. So I'm going to use my liquid glue and run a little bead of that along here, because it's not very wide lace. Now I don't usually have any trouble with glitter glue showing through the lace, so I'm going to assume that that's the same thing that's going to happen this time. If you are using a lace that, a glue that does show through fabric or lace, just smooth it out a little bit with your finger before you add your lace or fabric, and that tends to take that clumpy look out of it and doesn't tend to seep through. that's stuck down there. Being art glitter glue doesn't take that long to dry, so and by the time I stick this pin back in the top of the bottle and grab my scissors, it will probably be dry enough to cut off. So there we go. Yes. Now I'll just poke something under there and make sure that I haven't stuck it down anywhere that I shouldn't have. Right, that's good. Okay, now a while ago I made a pocket with a lot of little envelopes on it. Now that was really cute, so this time I thought instead of using envelopes I'm going to use some doilies and flowers. Now these flowers I cut from this paper range, and I've also got where we go here, I've got a container full of fussy cut flowers, so I'm going to intermix some of those in amongst them. So let's have a bit of a play around and see what we've got. Now I might sort of overlap that so that can, what have I got on the back? What am I going to have on the back? Yeah, that can fold over there. That's good. So it's just something there like that, and I've also got the fabric flowers from from Uniquely Creative. I think Paper Inspirations might have these as well. Now they come in an assortment of sizes, so that might be helpful. But I want another doily here. So this is them. You get quite a few in the pack. I don't know how many you get in there. Doesn't say, but I know I've used them before and I've still got all of these. So perhaps if I pop 3 on there as a bit of a filler in the background, you know what I mean? You know, that one can pop over there as well. They're really nice and fine, and yeah, very nice to use. Okay, so let's have them there like so, and then we've got, these are the fussy cuts from the paper range, so perhaps if we go like that, and there's a bigger one that can perhaps go. I don't want the flowers to hang over the back, but I don't mind if they hang over the front a bit like that. There we go. And a few more flowers here that we can sort of scatter. And an assortment of fussy cut leaves from the paper range. They don't have to be attached to a flower, they can just go anywhere really. That's good. Okay, so something like that. I may as well use all of these, I've got them, so they may as well go on here. So I'm just positioning these, see what I like and where I like it, because I will have to ink around all of these and before I glue them down. I'm a big inking fan, I'm afraid. Now that actually looks quite good to me. I'm actually quite happy with that as it is. So I don't know that I really need anything out of here. No. You know what? There's some little tiny fillers there, so I might add a couple of those in there, just here and there, just to bring in a little bit of colour. These are all fussy cut from some pattern paper, probably a Uniquely Creative one, truth be known. all of their paper ranges seem to coordinate well together, don't they? So yeah, just a few little tiny ones in and around there like that. Just the colours in this journal are mostly green and white. I'm sort of sticking with the monochromatic colour scheme. But those little touches of very pale pinky apricot blend in well, I think. I don't think they take from at all. I have got touches of yellow here and there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn that camera off. You don't want to sit and watch me ink all of those because it would take just way too long and be way too boring. So I'm going to ink around all of those, and when I've done that I'll come back and we'll stick them down. Okay, so I've stuck those down and I have inked all around those, and I have also made a couple of little gold bows, and I've also added some of these tiny tags. Now, I don't know about you, but I got a terrible memory, so I have taken a photo of what it was like before I pulled it apart, and I'm going to use that to jog my memory when I get stuck, which inevitably I will. So I'm just going to use my art glitter glue to attach all of these pieces. And I should probably change my phone settings so that my photos stay active for longer, because I am always having them go off. Now I'm letting that overhang that a bit, that's fine. So how far up is that? About there should be fine. Okay, now one of these tags I've got up the top here. So these are just little tags that I can't remember where I got them from now, but they came with a cord in the top, but it was a really heavy sort of cord and I didn't want that in them, so I've taken that out. Now I don't mind if this overhangs the top, as I said. I don't mind overhanging, that's fine with me. That's what happens after. And what have we got out here? We've got some leaves, so let's grab some leaves and put out there. Then, like so. I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly the same, but just a bit of a guide is always nice. And perhaps one of these little ones. In here, just on top of that like so. Now in here, I've got some of these little florals. One of those on top of that doily out there. And another one of these coming in here. Oops. Might have to lift that up a little bit. Maybe left my run a bit late there because, yeah, art glitter glue, once it's down, it's pretty hard to budge. I might be able to slide that in there. Yeah, it looks like I can. So, and I reckon there was a little flower on there. Just like so maybe. Now this other one was down here somewhere, I think. No, it was over here. So let's put that down there. And then this was where? Here. So let that doily show there. I want something in there, I think. So we'll fill that up with a little bit of these. and we'll put this one in about like that, I think. That's a bit flimsy to be having overhang that thing. And then this flower here was out here. Coming out that way a bit. Get that under there, not really, so it's going to have to go on top. And this flower here is going to go down. Oh, let's stick this down. Put that out there. And we can stick this one down. Oh, I did stick it down. It's not sticking very well then, is it? Stick something on top of it. And down the bottom here, we've got this one. Like so. Now we'll use all these little pieces to fill in. Get very gluey fingers doing this sort of thing. Just slip it around the side so you can probably, I hope I've been on screen. Maybe not. So now I'm going to come here. In there, some more leaves to tuck in. In there. My fingers are so sticky that I'll be getting to the stage soon where nothing is going to come off of them and actually stick to the page. So a few of these little flowers. Got a few leaves here. Put that on top of it so that it sticks down a bit. And put one of these little flowers out to the side there. So how are we looking? We've got another little flower here. Now I've got a couple of bows. Now do I want to, I think I want to put one down the bottom there. That's the medium size, and this is the small size. Oops, said easy. My bow is coming undone, which is not a good thing. So actually I'll show you how I make these bows. I have a die. This is the die, and it makes 3 sizes of bows. That's the middle-sized bow, and this is the small bow. I haven't made a bigger bow because I don't think I need one that big. But I'll show you how to put them together. I'll make another small one. The small ones are the fiddliest, of course. So this piece here that looks like 2 balloons, turn that to the wrong side, put a dab of glue in the middle, and then fold, well, don't fold it, just sort of loop it back. You can fold it, I suppose, if you want a flatter bow. So that. Probably be easier if I showed you on a bigger bow. But what's the fun in doing easy, eh? Put a little bit of glue on the top of that one, then fold this one in on top of that. I think I need to cut my fingernails. Should go and have a manicure. Okay. So I use my reverse tweezers once I've got it to that stage, and I just clamp that down like that. So you're ending up with, oops, your bow, your basic bow shape. Now this piece here, this is these pieces, and this wraps around the middle. So turn it so you've got your right side up, and then, oops, that's not dry. So we need to leave that for a few minutes. So while that's drying, I'll play around with where I'm going to put these bows. Now, where'd the other bow go? One of those things that you can't see. Where'd it go? It's probably sitting right in front of me and you're saying it's there, it's there. There we go. So I think I'm going to put the bigger one down the bottom. Then I might tuck a little one, say there. What do you reckon? Perhaps if I move that over there and put that one over there. That's what I think I'm going to do. So then you just add your glue to the back and stick it. I'm just going to hold it for a minute because yeah, sticking to this mirror card. Oops, that's not very straight, is it? There we go. Probably still not straight, but it's straighter. And I'll put this one down as well. I think they're real cute, those little bows. Now this should be dry enough for us to go on with. So now we put a little dab of glue on the back of this. So I'm putting it so that that joined piece that we did is on the back. And now we just lay that onto that piece so that it's centered. Put a bit of glue at the back and the front. Just a little dab. Now you definitely want a clear drying glue for this, because if you're making the small bow like this, there's no way in the world you can get it to just go in the area that it needs to go, and then you wrap that around. You wouldn't want to sell these by the piece. So there we go, and then I'll just put my tweezers back on that. I think I need to clean my tweezers too now. So there we go. So now that I think I'm quite happy with that. I don't think I'm even going to add that third bow. So yeah, Now, I did make some tags the other day. These tags here. These are layered tags, so each one's got another little tag in a pocket in the front. So something like that could go under there. So I made those tags for this journal, so I might just pop one of those in there like that. And then that, and what a mess I've got here. I'm sure you can all relate to that. And then that will go in there like that. So with this journal, I'm basically doing one page with decoration, one page for journaling, one page decoration, one page journaling, journaling, decoration, and so on. Now with this one, I'll come back for that one. Yeah, so there we go. So there's our page for today. As I said, when I made these tags, and I'll link that in the description box, the video where I made these. I just made them to go in the album. I didn't have a particular spot ready for them, so the next page I'm going to do is going to be a pocket page, and then another page is going to be like a large pocket, so I'll use those in there. So yeah, that's my page for today. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I think it's a real pretty page. I love that. The one that I did with the envelopes, which I'll put in the description box below, I love that as well. So that's it. Thanks for being here. I hope you can join me when I post my next video. I try to post at least 2 a week, so usually on a Tuesday and a Friday. So yeah, see you next time. Okay, bye.